The new honey house is under construction. Hello, I'm Griffith, welcome to Winning Griffith. Here we do everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living. Now we do reviews as well. Now the time has come. I've been saying it for over 2 years on this channel that we are getting a new honey house, but with COVID coming in, the cost of living coming in, we couldn't afford to do it at the time, but the time has come and we are doing it now. So the front has been petitioned, an existing building was here already. New composite door going here, roller door has been booked. Window going in there. So as we come into the first bay, this is going to be purely honey super storage. So this is, I don't know, the 15 foot bays by 20 something. So we've got 15 foot by 20 foot purely for super storage. This whole building will be completely sealed. You can see we got plastic right round through this area here then. This will be the honey extracting area. So that's all we're going to be doing in this room is honey extracting. And there's a third room. We're knocking through this, redoing all this up. And there's going to be another bay behind there, the same size. So that will be just for bottling honey. So at the minute, you've seen my honey house. I suppose click the link there to watch that video, how we've been struggling for years in that small room, and the business has grown to a stage where we could not continue extracting honey in that small room anymore. Not with the numbers we're running now and the volume of honey we're handling. It was just taking basically all winter to extract the crop. So we've bit the bullet and we are doing this right now. So what is the material we're using? So starting with the front, composite door. The outside will look the same as that. So we're gonna put Welsh latch on the outside, black window, black door, black roller door. The roller door will be insulated and so is the composite door. Insulation all inside here, and then white plastic all along the inside, roof and sides. Now that is not nothing special really, it's just a white soffit plastic. I think that's what you call it. A lot of that is used in housing, around the roof, that type of thing. But it's really good, easy to clean plastic, and water runs off it. So that's what we've used there. It's a very cost effective way of doing it. The floor, I don't know what I'm going to put on here yet. The first bit, we're going to have to put some kind of paint or resin on there, because the idea is the truck will be coming up here with the trailer on, taking honey supers off and dropping them in this room. So I got to have something we can drive a forklift on here. I don't think a lino is going to be strong enough. But in the honey house itself, now I don't know what to put in here either. I am leaning towards a heavy duty lino to go in here and in the bottling room, because I've got resin flow in my current honey house and I'm not really impressed with it. It is peeling off in corners, and you know, going in there to repair a resin flow when you got honey in there all the time, it's not ideal because that stuff smells so hard. So I want something zero maintenance, but I'm also worried because the idea is now we're moving over to extracting honey into drums and big buckets, and everything is going to be on a pallet. So we're not going to be handballing nothing in here anymore. Up until now, my warm room is in that building. I bring everything over there, extract it, put everything back in, move it along, pallets outside, because there's just so many supers to deal with, and you know, it is becoming a nightmare. So everything will be in here and everything will be moved on pallets. So I don't know if I got lino in here, a paint in here, what's the seal like on the floor? Can I still glide a pallet truck over it? I don't know. That's the kind of things I gotta ask the professionals. Or if you guys know, you've got something similar, let me know in the comments. What would you recommend me putting in the floor? But another thing we're doing in here I haven't mentioned, we are insulating the life out of this building. So there's 2 layers of insulation in the wall. So we got a metal sheet on the outside, timber, insulation in there, plywood, insulation, and then plastic cladding. That's the roof and sides. The roof is going to be insulated sheets as well, so we're really keeping the heat in here, and that level of insulation is going right through. So heating this building in the winter will be very, very cheap, but it'd be cheap to maintain the right temperature in here for honey extracting, because you don't want to be extracting honey in a cold room because the honey gets so thick. So we know that now, and we're thinking forward, making this room a lot easier to work. Windows going in there, and when we knock through the back, we're going to put 2 more windows there and another 2 windows in the back. So natural light will come in from that side, window, door with a window, and we got natural light coming this way. So that is the development as it is now. I mean, I suppose this is first look at it in its shell form. But yeah, it is coming good. So we've got work happening here now every day almost. I've booked Melin. He's gonna come with his digger now, sort out footings for the back, sort out the ramp in the front. We gotta bring electric. We gotta put pipes on the ground here as well. So we're gonna dig all that out now, concrete over the top of it. There is more plans that I want to share with you later on. There is more buildings happening here as well, but we're going to be finishing that before we start building anything else. So we got to make sure that is paid for, finished before the honey comes in. Now what I am putting in there is exciting. It'll be a standalone video, but basically we're kitting the whole honey house with top of the range Thomas equipment, new spinners, new uncapping machines, new uncapping tanks, new bottling tanks. Everything new is going in there and it's coming from Thomas, top of the range stuff. So I can't wait to get that here, but we can't get that delivered until that is finished. Otherwise we'll have tens of thousands of pounds worth of equipment standing outside where I want that room to be finished and move the stuff right in. And we're talking about maybe some interesting things to do once this is finished. I'll keep you posted with that once I know any more information. But yeah, that's my honey house. Let me know in the comments, should I be thinking of anything now that I haven't thought of? You guys that have already got your honey houses, tell me what would you have liked to done once you've worked it a few years. Because obviously this is a big step up from us going from that 1 bay building to a big 3 bay building. Going to make life a lot easier for us and extract honey a lot faster, and giving us capacity to extract and bottle a lot more and do the 2 of them at the same time. So we'll be able to bottle honey and extract honey at the same time. They'll be in 2 different rooms, and we're probably going to go for salsa accreditation in there so that we can sell into bigger supermarkets and get those not big contracts, but get into those places where we currently can't get into because we haven't got enough certification to do it. Even though the honey would be exactly the same, we just got to pay more money to say it's good. That's just life. Everybody wants your money and then they let you do business. Shame it's gone like that, but you know, it's long. All these things, you got to tick a box for this, you got to tick a box for that. They just make business and food production and farming hard. But no point moaning, that's a rule, so we just got to comply with all that regulation, and we are going to be able to do it for the first time ever in this room. And that's it. One thing I'm not doing, I'm not putting a floor drain in here, because the last time the food inspector was here with me, giving us the 5-star food hygiene, which we've got, he wasn't keen on a floor drain because he didn't want ants and bugs and everything coming up through the floor. And I thought, you know what, that's a fair point. I don't want none of those stuff coming up here as well. And, you know, I'm not going to be able to pressure wash the stuff down in there anyway, just because of all the electrics that's going to be in there. So everything's going to be washed out into buckets, and the buckets tipped into, I'm going to put like a big janitor drain or janitor sink, whatever you call them. I'm going to have one of them, and water's going to be in every bay as well as electric. So we're gonna stick with that and not mess about with floor drains, because from the guys that I have spoken to with floor drains, if you get beeswax and honey and all that propolis down there, can block the pipes, and then eventually you've got to dig the whole thing up. So I don't fancy doing that. So we're going to dodge the floor drain. Whether that's a good idea or a bad idea, we don't know yet, but we're definitely not going to do it. I've thought long and hard about that, and yeah, we're not going to do floor drain. But let me know, what would you do if you were building a honey house from new, or if you've already got a new honey house or a decent sized commercial one, what would you like extra to be in it? Let me know before I fully seal this up. You could save me a lot of hassle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.